Listen to those majestic roars. It's your lion family calling you home. As a baby, you were an expert in the language of the heart. It's actually your native tongue. In less than 5 minutes, you're going to see and hear profound wisdom that you have never seen or heard before. We were all born free, free to follow our hearts. But we could not stay free because centuries ago, the left-brain oxen learned how to lock baby lions in an isolated prison and threw away the key, which means there's a lion genius locked in a cage deep in your heart. It's time to set the lions free. Just listen to the roars from these freed lions. Mark Victor Hansen says, Larry Napier is one of the wisest, most brilliant, most articulate men I have ever known. The future Larry describes will change the world. David Cooper echoes, after 30 years of association with the legends of training and inspiration, Larry Napier represents the pinnacle. Larry's insights on the heart are life-changing instantly. When Bob Proctor heard Larry's Rediscovery of the Heart seminar, Bob roared, "This is the best." Bob solicited Larry to edit his You Were Born Rich bestseller. Like these release lions, the dormant passion in your heart will ignite, as Larry reveals the profound wisdom you have never heard.
I've got great news. We found the key. You were born to roar and soar, and in your heart you know it. Remember, we were all born free to live from the heart because the Father created a genius code in the human DNA. You've had the genius code in your heart since conception, which means the lion in your heart has been longing your entire life to be set free. Your lion will bolt out of its cage when you learn the answers to these profound questions. What is the heart? Where is the heart? What language does the heart speak? To get the right answers, we have to start at the very beginning. In the beginning, God created two primary revelation sources, ancient Hebrew wisdom and nature. If we have eyes to see, all creation reveals the heart. The $44 billion self-help industry does not have the right answers. Neither does soulology. Sukeology, psychology does not have the right answers. The right answers are only found in ancient Hebrew wisdom. In Genesis 6:5, the Father introduces the heart with these words, the images of the thoughts of the heart. Images and thoughts describe how the heart works, which means visual images are the language of the heart. The General Revolution has proven every baby's a genius. Since 1963, millions of babies all over the world have learned to read and do math before they could talk. In spite of this overwhelming evidence, our schools, industries, organizations, self-help programs, and religious institutions have not known or taught us how to use our most innate God-given ability. The ox culture is oblivious to the lion genius on the right. Even worse, the oxen have ignored, silenced, and rejected the lion genius inside you and those you know and love. 3,000 years before Roger Sperry's 1981 Nobel Prize, ancient Hebrew made this stunning proclamation. The heart of the wise is to the right, the heart of the fool is to the left. Roger Sperry's Nobel Prize revealed that the left and right hemispheres are not identical twins. So why is the right brain such a hidden mystery? The ox does not know that there are two lives. Ancient Hebrew makes it clear. Spirit and heart is the inner man. Soul, body is the outer man. The lion image on the right represents the spirit, heart, inner man. The lion is the source of all wisdom, leadership, and dominion. The lion is the visionary leader. The ox on the left represents the soul, body, outer man. The ox is strong, is consistent, and is methodical. The ox, the outer man, is the doer who executes the inner man, the lion's vision. Both roles are essential. However, peak performance only occurs when the lion is in the lead. The ox lives in a world focused primarily on words, details. The ox is methodical, he's logical, he's analytical, he's conceptual, he thinks in parts, and he's limited to linear time. On the other hand, the lion's domain is an unfathomable universe that cannot be experienced with physical senses. Its language is images. It sees the big picture in vibrant colors with 360-degree surround sounds. The lion is creative. He's instinctive. He does what he does on the basis of feelings. He deals with the experiential and not the conceptual. He is holistic and not just parts. And it lives in the now, this present moment. There's another, even more devastating reason the lion remains a secret, because the ox ignores King Solomon's profound declarations. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flows all the issues of life. Ignorant of this truth, the ox lives under constant stress. The ox believes the issues of life can be solved with the soul, which means the soul's efforts to produce change has a 90% long-term failure rate. The lion knows heart images control everything we do, and change is a heart issue. The soul-body outer man has 100 million sensory receptors. The soul relates to the external world with the 5 senses. The spirit heart inner man has 1 billion nerve cells. We're 1 billion times better equipped to experience the life of the lion than the life of the ox. But we can't even begin until we get free from a lifetime of domination by 2-headed oxen. As we said at the beginning, you were born free, born to roar and soar, and every baby knows it. If you look intently into the lion's eyes, you'll know what the baby knows. The family of released lions are calling you home. A final word of warning. Your ox does not have eyes to see or ears to hear the language of the heart, which means your ox most assuredly will reject the call. However, your lion is responding to the call instinctively, with wisdom too deep for words. Your lion just knows that now, this present moment, is when you grab the key that can set you free. Your lion is ready to roar.